What if I told you that nearly every bat in the world makes the exact same decision the moment it leaves its home? A choice so consistent it defies coincidence and points to one of nature's most elegant survival systems. Picture this: the sun has just dipped below the horizon and a cave entrance begins to stir. First one, then 100, then thousands of bats pour out into the twilight, a swirling river of wings and echoes. But if you watch closely, you'll notice something strange. Almost every single one of them turns left as they exit. Not right, not straight, left. It's a pattern so reliable that scientists first thought it was a statistical fluke. But the truth is far more fascinating. This isn't random behavior. It's a finely tuned survival strategy shaped by millions of years of evolution. And the reason behind it reveals how bats perceive the world in a way we can barely imagine. Let's start with what we see from the outside. Bats are masters of the night sky, navigating with a biological sonar system called echolocation. They emit high-frequency clicks and listen for the returning echoes to build a mental map of their surroundings. But when thousands of bats are leaving a cave at once, all clicking at the same time, you'd think the sound would become a chaotic mess. Yet they move with breathtaking coordination, like a well-rehearsed aerial ballet. So why the left turn bias? The first clue lies in their biology. Like humans, most bats have a dominant side, and for the vast majority, it's the left. Researchers studying bat flight patterns noticed that when navigating tight spaces or making split-second decisions, bats consistently favor turning left. It's faster, more efficient, and requires less mental processing. In a life-or-death situation, like escaping a predator near the cave mouth, that fraction of a second can mean the difference between life and death. But there's more to it than just handedness. Think about the cave itself. In nature, many cave entrances are asymmetrical. Wind patterns, the position of the sun, nearby vegetation, or even the slope of the land can create subtle environmental cues that make one direction safer or more efficient than the other. Over generations, bats learn and remember these optimal exit paths. Mothers teach their pups. Young bats follow older ones. What begins as a practical choice becomes a cultural tradition, passed down through what scientists call social learning now. Imagine the chaos if every bat made its own decision. Collisions would be frequent. Predators like hawks or owls would have an easier time picking off stragglers. But by following a shared rule, turn left, bats create a predictable flow. It's the same reason humans drive on one side of the road. Order emerges from what could be chaos. There's also a neurological layer to this. Bats process spatial information in the right hemisphere of their brain, which controls the left side of the body. This lateralization helps them react faster to obstacles and opportunities on their left. In a way, turning left is the path of least resistance for their nervous system. But what's truly remarkable is how this simple rule scales. In caves where millions of bats live, the left turn habit creates rivers of movement so consistent you could set your watch by them. Researchers using infrared cameras and tracking software have mapped these exit patterns and found that deviation is rare. Bats that accidentally turn right often correct themselves mid-flight, rejoining the flow like a car merging into traffic. This behavior isn't just about leaving the cave, it's also about returning. Bats use the same rule in reverse, often turning right when they re-enter. This keeps incoming and outgoing traffic separated, reducing mid-air collisions. It's a natural example of a two-way system designed by evolution, Of course, there are exceptions. In caves where the geometry makes turning left dangerous, like a cliff face or a dense thicket on that side, bats adapt. They develop local traditions, sometimes turning right or using a different pattern altogether. This flexibility shows that the rule isn't rigid. It's a starting point, optimized by experience. What began as a curious observation has now opened a window into the collective intelligence of animal groups. Bats don't have traffic laws or air traffic controllers. They have something better, a shared instinct refined by millennia. Each bat follows a simple local rule, and from that, global order emerges. So the next time you see bats swirling out of a cave at dusk, watch closely. That beautiful, coordinated left turn is more than a habit. It's a lesson in efficiency, communication, and survival. It's the result of evolution fine-tuning behavior to perfection. And it reminds us that even in the animal kingdom, sometimes the simplest rules create the most complex and beautiful systems. If you found this bat behavior as fascinating as we do, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because the Animal Fact Vault is full of more wildlife mysteries waiting to be explored. What other animal secret should we uncover next? Let us know in the comments.